Have you ever wondered if there's a secret recipe for a long, vibrant life? What if I told you it's not hidden in a high-tech lab or an expensive supplement, but in the simple daily routines of people in specific corners of the world? These places, which I call blue zones, are extraordinary pockets of longevity where people regularly live to be 100 years old or more. They don't just live longer, they live better, often remaining active and engaged well into their 90s and beyond. It's a fascinating phenomenon, one that has captivated me for decades and holds powerful lessons for all of us, no matter where we live or how old we are. The journey into these communities reveals that a long, healthy life isn't about chasing a fountain of youth, but about embracing a way of living perfected over generations. My team and I, along with National Geographic, set out to find these places. We weren't looking for miracles, but for patterns. We pored over demographic data. We worked with epidemiologists. We traveled to remote villages to identify these hotspots of health and happiness. The magic of the blue zones is not in the people themselves, but in the world they inhabit. Sardinia, Italy. Nicoya, Costa Rica. Icaria, Greece. Loma Linda, California. Each location is unique, with its own culture and traditions, yet they all share a remarkable set of common denominators. These shared habits form a powerful blueprint for longevity. Our environment and lifestyle choices are far more influential than our genetics when it comes to determining our health span. What truly sets these places apart is that healthy living isn't a chore. It's a natural outcome of their environment. In the blue zones, the healthy choice is the easy choice. People don't have to think about going to the gym because their daily lives involve constant, low-intensity movement like gardening, walking to a friend's house and tending to their land. They don't count calories or follow strict diets because their traditional foods are naturally plant-based, delicious and nourishing. It's a world where community is paramount, where every individual has a sense of purpose, and where stress is managed through rituals like napping, prayer, and happy hour with friends. For years, we've known that lifestyle trumps genetics, but the science is now more definitive than ever. Groundbreaking research published in early 2025 from the Global Longevity Initiative has reinforced our Blue Zones findings with stunning clarity. A comprehensive meta-analysis which synthesized over 500 studies on aging populations worldwide concluded lifestyle and environmental factors account for approximately 80% of our longevity. The environmental genome highlights how our daily choices actively switch on or off the genes associated with age-related diseases. This isn't just theory anymore, it's a measurable, biological reality that empowers us to take control of our health destiny. USC researchers, collaborating with our Blue Zones project team in Nicoya, Costa Rica, found the biological age of Nicoyan centenarians averaged 10 years younger than their chronological age. Lead scientist Dr. Anya Sharma attributed this to their plant-slant diet, high daily activity, and strong social networks, published in Nature Aging. A pivotal 2025 study from Stanford's Center on Stress and Health examined Icarians during daily routines. Midday naps, social gatherings, and simple gardening significantly reduced cortisol and dampened amygdala activity, lowering cardiovascular disease and dementia risk. Take Marge, a 103-year-old from the Seventh-day Adventist community in Loma Linda, California. I met her while she was volunteering, lifting boxes with surprising vigor. When I asked her for her secret, she laughed and said, "The secret is to keep moving and stop worrying. Every morning, a walk, a prayer, and a simple breakfast." Her days are woven with purpose, service, family, and faith. Stamatis Moritis was diagnosed with terminal lung cancer in his 60s while in America, months to live. He returned home to Icaria to be buried with his ancestors, but he didn't die. He breathed fresh air, drank local wine, reconnected with friends, and tended a small vineyard. Decades later, over 100, he was still cancer-free. In Sardinia, 3 brothers over 95 walked hills daily, ate simple foods, and shared Cananao wine at dusk. In Okinawa, a Moai, friends bonded for life, shared resources, advice, and support for 90 years. Their social ties were an invisible force carrying them through a century of challenges. The first pillar, move naturally, No marathons, no heavy weights, just lives designed to nudge movement every 20 minutes. Walking to the market, a friend's house, or a place of worship, gardening, bending, watering, harvesting. Fewer mechanical conveniences keep bodies moving, bones strong, and metabolism healthy. Second pillar, the right outlook, downshifting and purpose. Daily rituals relieve stress and reduce inflammation behind age-related disease. A clear purpose, ikigai or plan de vida, can add years to life. Eat wisely. About 95% plants, beans central, small portions of meat a few times a month. The 80% rule. Stop before full. Smallest meal in late afternoon or early evening. Connect and belong. Family first. Strong community ties. And participation in a faith-based group. Attending services 4 times a month is linked with more years of life. Not for dogma, but for belonging and shared ritual. It's not about perfection. It's about an environment that quietly makes healthy living the default. Side by side, the differences are striking, starting with movement. In America, activity is engineered out. In blue zones, it's woven in all day. The American diet leans on processed foods, refined sugars, saturated fats, and big portions, often eaten fast, on the go. Blue zones meals are plant-based, whole, smaller, savored slowly, and shared. Social isolation is rising in the US. Screens replace face-to-face time. In blue zones, tribes support you for life. The American dream can tie identity to work and wealth, fueling stress and burnout. Blue zone's purpose is timeless, passing on traditions, caring, cultivating. We glorify busy. They glorify being present. What we value shapes health and happiness over decades. Adopting blue zone habits doesn't mean moving to a remote Greek island. You can reshape your environment right now. Move naturally, skip short car trips, walk or bike, take the stairs, set a stand and stretch timer, grow a few herbs. Eat wisely, shift your plate toward plants, try meat-free days, make beans and a handful of nuts daily habits. Ditch processed snacks and sugary drinks. Stock fruits and veggies. Test the 80% rule. Serve a bit less, eat slower, listen for fullness. Right outlook. Write your purpose, protect de-stress time, nap, meditate, walk, or have a daily tea with a friend. Connection. Build your tribe, start a moai, schedule family dinners without screens. So, here's my invitation to you. Today, October 9th, 2025. Don't wait for perfect. Begin with one small step. The power to add years and life to your years is already in your hands.